guys, it's Tara, and today I'm going to show you a technique I use on Monster High dolls. But I wanted to show you how I did Jane Boolittle's hair. As you can see in this photo, her hair came very large and it was very poofy, and it just had a lot going on and it wasn't very manageable and stylable. And so I wanted to kind of straighten it out and make it a little bit more manageable. So this is how it turned out. When it was all dry, it's super soft. Woo! It's super soft and a lot straighter. I could probably straighten it a little bit more if I wanted, but I think I'm going to leave it like this just to give it a little bit of character. But it's super long now that it's straight, and I think she looks really cute. So to show you how I did it, I am going to do the same technique on here. Her hair isn't as bad, but it's got a lot of the factory goo in it, and it's a little bit chaotic at the ends, so it'll be easier to cut when it's wet. So I'm going to just kind of wash off the factory stuff and kind of show you how I did it. So let's get started. So some of the things you're going to need is cold water, hot water, be careful, and some cheap conditioner that you like the smell of, a brush, and just to have on hand the very small clear rubber bands for hair, and a towel. I did make her a beautiful tissue paper dress. She is looking fabulous. So let's get started. Alright, so I switched out the hot water. The reason you want to do that is because basically what I was doing is I was taking out the factory goo out of her hair, and I didn't want to put it back in her hair when I go to treat it with conditioner. So then take your conditioner and apply it to her hair. This will make the hair smell pretty, and it'll also make it a really soft texture. It'll also wash it off a little bit. Alright, so basically you're just going to repeat the same thing where you put it in the the hair in the hot water first and let it sit for about 30 seconds, and then return it to the cold water. I'm going to do this step one more time to try and get as much of the conditioner out of her hair as I can. Alright, so that is the water conditioner treatment that I use. If the hair still feels very conditioned at this point, you may want to run her hair under sink water to get the rest of the conditioner out of her hair. And then towel it off. You want to make sure not to damage the hair when you're toweling her off. You just kind of want to squeeze the hair, but don't twist it. Isn't she cute? She's so cute. So then I'm going to start styling her hair the way I want it to set. I use an American Girl brush, although it's kind of hard to use it on the Monster High dolls because the bristles are very far apart. If you have a doll that doesn't have the hair super brushed, you want to make sure to really brush it really good before doing the water treatment. It's very important that the hair is very well brushed prior to doing this. And surprisingly, their hair dries really quickly. So we'll check back on her when it's all dry, but it should start to look a little bit like Jane's hair here. I'm gonna make a couple of changes, alterations to face. I use a couple different items to achieve different looks. So the first thing I didn't like is this heart, and I know it's probably her trademark, and I'm not exactly sure if it will come off all the way, but we will find out. I'm using a nail polish remover. So the next thing I'm going to try to remove, which I think will be even harder, is the top eyeshadow. Not a big fan of the yellow eyeshadow. I'm going to try to remove that. Alright, so I got a lot of the yellow off. I would not recommend trying this at home, but I think I did okay, and it was really hard, so don't try it unless you really want to. So now I'm going to take a Sharpie and kind of redo her eyelashes because I took some of them off. Alright, so I gave her some new eye makeup. It's a little bit more than I thought I was going to do, but overall it's okay. Now I'm going to put clear nail polish on her eye to make them a little bit more shiny. So I'm going to do the same treatment to Claudine. She had a hair accessory on and it kind of made her hair kind of weird around the bang area. They put a lot of factory goo on her forehead, and so her hair is pretty much stuck to her forehead. So I'm just kind of getting some of that factory goo out so it doesn't look so in the box. And maybe it'll be a little bit more manageable. So I'm just going to do the same thing to her, and I will return when she's all done. Alright, so here is Draculaura after her hair has dried. And here is her face makeup that I did. I gave her blacker eyebrows, more eye makeup, and I took off some of the yellow, and then I gave gloss on her eyes and her lips. I also gave her some pants because her skirt was just too short. Now for Claudine. Here she is. Their hair is so much nicer now that it's been cleaned. It's a lot softer and it smells pretty. I did give Claudine some gloss on her eyes, and I gave her a little bit of lip gloss. So those are the 3 dolls that I made over. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and have a great night. Bye!